Hi there, this is Roger from Repair It. Don't Wreck It, the channel that shows you how to save money by repairing your equipment. One of the easiest ways to keep your equipment running is to perform your scheduled maintenance. Today I'll be walking you through changing the oil on a 17 kilowatt air-cooled Generac generator. This job should take an experienced handyman approximately 15 minutes or 30 minutes if this is your first time. Remove the 7.5 amp fuse and turn off the fuel supply. It doesn't hurt to exercise the fuel valve as it can get tight over time without use. On the firewall, there's an oil drain tube with the orange cap on it. Have a drain pan ready and remove the orange cap. I wanted to drain some of the oil into a clean aluminum pan to check the condition. It wasn't too dark, but it has been a year since it was last changed. The remainder of the oil went into a plastic jug to take to the recycling depot. Once you finish draining the oil, clean the O-ring and screw the cap back on. It doesn't have to be overly tightened, as the O-ring will seal it from leaking should it come loose from the firewall. The oil filter is about 2 3/4 inches in diameter. So if you're planning on buying an oil filter wrench, you'll need to know that size before you can get it. Now, break the oil filter loose. I like to use a shallow pan to catch the oil so you don't make a mess. Slowly unscrew the oil filter. You can see in the frame that I put my baby finger behind the oil filter to keep an eye on it so I don't drop it into the pan and make a mess. I like to use a measuring cup to put the exact amount of oil in. I find this saves a lot of time. This unit uses 1.9 US quarts, 1.8 liters, or 1.6 imperial quarts. Here I've measured out 1 liter of the 5W30 full synthetic oil. Make sure you clean off the flange where the oil filter mates to the engine block. By the way, don't forget to remove the clear protective cap from shipping. Put a little oil on the rubber gasket to prevent it from distorting and causing a leak. You can pre-fill the oil filter about halfway up, but don't overdo it because it'll spill out anyways. Pre-filling helps get the oil flowing quicker after startup. When screwing on the oil filter, make sure you don't cross-thread it. It should spin on quite easily. Tighten the filter hand tight. Now you can use your filter wrench to tighten it 3/4 to 1 full turn, but no more. If you over tighten it, you may have a hard time getting it off for the next oil change. Here I am checking the wiring for loose connections to the oil pressure switch, the high oil temperature switch, and the signal wire that runs from the magnetos to the controller. I find it handy to mark the date when the oil change was done. Now you can remove the oil fill plug. Since it has a plastic thread in the metal cover, it may be a little tight to remove, but take your time. The Generac service kit included a paper funnel, which I found comes in handy. Now you can add 1 liter of oil that was measured out into the crankcase. Next, add the remainder, which is 0.8 liters, giving us a total of 1.8 liters. Before installing the plug, lubricate the O-ring with some clean oil. Carefully screw the plug in so you don't cross-thread it. If it doesn't feel right, stop. Then remove it. Check the thread to see if there's any damage. Start all over, making sure it is sitting square in the opening. You can always put a little bit of oil on the plastic threads if they are dry. As you can see, a light touch is all that's needed. Add a little bit of clean oil to the dipstick O-ring to keep it from sticking in the tube. I decided to change the air filter first before running the generator, as I didn't want to heat up the exhaust pipe. Once the clip is unbuckled, lift the cover up at the front, where the clip was and push the cover back towards the firewall to release it from the two tabs. Looking at the printing on the oil filter, this has flame retardant added to it. Close the cover and push it back towards the firewall to engage the two tabs into the slots on the cover and then pull it back towards you. It can be a little bit tricky, but take your time and you'll get it, I'm sure. Now you can turn on your fuel valve, install the 7.5 amp fuse. Since the fuse was removed, the alarm that was created needs to be reset. Press escape, then enter. Now you can manually start the generator and run it to circulate the oil before checking the level. Turn off the generator. Since the oil was measured in, we should be fairly close to the proper level. Anywhere between the two holes is acceptable. Looking at it, we are almost at the top hole. You don't want to overfill it, so I'm quite happy where it is. Don't forget to put the generator back into the auto position. If this video was helpful to you, please hit the like button. If you have any questions, please reach out to me in the comment section. I will do my best to either personally respond or point you in the right direction. If you'd like to see more generator repair videos or general repair and maintenance tutorials, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and remember to repair it, don't wreck it.